Hey there, welcome back. I'm Liz and I help women over 35 stop emotional eating so they can finally lose the weight and keep it off for good. If you've ever found yourself standing in the kitchen after a long day, reaching for food you're not even hungry for, or eating to soothe stress, loneliness, boredom, or overwhelm, you are so not alone. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to break the emotional eating cycle without shaming yourself or relying on restrictive diets. Because emotional eating is not about willpower, and it's definitely not about being bad or out of control. It's about your nervous system. It's about how your body learned to survive. And in this video, I'm going to show you a new way to begin healing from the inside out. So let's dive in. So first, emotional eating is a coping mechanism. It's your brain's attempt to help you feel better fast. When you're overwhelmed, stressed, or emotionally drained, your nervous system goes into survival mode. And food, especially sugar and carbs, give you a quick hit of dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical. So that tub of ice cream, that late night snack, that bag of chips that's calling your name, that second helping you didn't plan, they're not a failure, they're a strategy. The problem is that strategy only works for a few minutes. And afterwards, the shame always creeps in. You feel guilty, you beat yourself up, and that actually triggers the cycle all over again. Sound familiar? So here's what the emotional eating loop usually looks like. First is the trigger. You feel anxious, stressed, lonely, tired, bored, or emotionally overwhelmed. Second comes the craving. Your brain looks for relief. It remembers food makes me feel better. Then comes the eating. You eat even if you're not actually hungry to soothe the emotions you're feeling. Then comes relief. There's a short moment of calm, comfort, distraction, but inevitably comes the shame. The guilt hits. Why did I do that again when I promised myself I wouldn't? So you recommit. You promise to do it better tomorrow. You usually go with a new plan to restrict or be good or better, but it then repeats. The emotional eating triggers don't go away, so the cycle starts all over again. So how do we break that loop? Not with punishment, not with shame, and definitely not with another strict eating plan, but with compassion, awareness, and a new way of responding to those emotional triggers. Here are 5 gentle, powerful steps to start breaking the emotional eating cycle. Step number 1, pause before the pattern. When you feel the urge to eat, especially if you're not physically hungry, pause just a moment and ask yourself, what am I actually needing right now? Is it comfort, rest, connection, relief, love, a sense of control? Bringing awareness to the moment is the first way to interrupt the automatic loop. Step 2, name the emotion. Get curious, not critical. Ask yourself, what emotion am I feeling right now? It could be anxiety, sadness, overwhelm, loneliness, boredom. When you name the emotion, you take back some power and your nervous system starts to regulate. Step 3, create safety in the body. This is the missing piece most diets completely ignore. When your body doesn't feel safe, you will keep reaching for food to self-soothe. So we try grounding techniques like deep belly breathing. This is where you breathe deeply in through your nose and fill up your belly. and hold it at the top and then let it go through your mouth. And when you do these belly breaths, you begin to calm the stress, calm your nervous system, let your body know it's safe. You can also gently touch your hands over your heart space and tell your body, I am safe now. What is it you want to tell me? What are you feeling? And stop and listen. Maybe there was a time in your life when you felt invisible, when you felt ignored. Maybe as a child, no one listened to you. This is your chance to begin listening to yourself. Because that younger person, she's still inside. And most oftentimes, if you suffer with emotional eating, she still needs healing. You can also use somatic practices, which are mind-body practices that calm the body, calm the mind, calm the nervous system. And this helps you return to a state where you can respond rather than react. Step 4, give yourself what you actually need. Sometimes that might mean a nap, or journaling to express some emotions, or stepping outside for fresh air and nature, walking through some cool grass or warm sand on the beach, or even having a snack, but from a place of choice, not compulsion. This is how you begin to rebuild trust with yourself. Step number 5, release the shame. Every time you shame yourself, you deepen the emotional pain, which makes the eating pattern stronger. Instead, speak to yourself like you would a child who you love. You can say, of course you reached for food. You were hurting, you were tired, you were lonely, you were doing your best. Compassion breaks the cycle. Shame is what keeps it alive. So breaking the emotional eating cycle isn't about being perfect. It's about being present with yourself. It's about meeting yourself and your cravings with curiosity and care. Every time you pause, instead of punish, you create space for healing. You start learning you are not broken. You don't need to restrict to feel in control. Food doesn't have to carry the weight of all your emotions. And if no one has told you lately, you can heal, you can trust your body again, and you deserve peace with food and with yourself. I help women like you every day learn how to release the negative, stuck emotions that are keeping them in the restriction, guilt, shame cycle. I use simple mind-body tools that speak directly to the body's nervous system, where old memories, underlying emotions, and limiting beliefs are stored, so that the urge to eat fades and both emotional and physical weight begin to melt away without restriction or willpower. It's an entire step-by-step method that I have developed, and I would love to guide you through it when you're ready. Please comment below with the number one thing you struggle with when it comes to emotional eating, so we can be supportive in the comments. If this video resonated with you and you're ready to start the healing journey with support, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. And if you want tools to begin this process, check the description below. I've got some free resources to help you start feeling safe in your body again and finally stop emotional eating. You can also follow me on Instagram at emotional.freedom.liz or check the link below, where I share daily tips, nervous system tools, and real talk about healing your relationship with food and your body. And remember, healing emotional eating doesn't start with food. It starts with you showing up for yourself with the compassion and love you have been craving. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.